Okay, this is what blackhead does to a turkey's liver. All these yellow patches there and underneath. Absolutely disgusting, but as I say, this little one was over it, and there where it's blackening, where it's broken down completely, and it becomes very what's the word? Flimsy, very delicate, and it breaks easily. But that isn't the worst case of blackhead I've seen on a liver, and he was getting over it. The cat's claw was curing him, because as you can see, that's his intestines going down to his rectum, and that is as dark a poo as you could get with a turkey. No yellow, no nothing. That's the yellow that he was pooing, but his poo was completely normal yesterday and last night before he died at the early hours of this morning. But he has got this fluid in him. That fluid there, I think, is what kills them, even though he was raped by 2 rooster chicks, which the stress of that would have killed him. He is totally emaciated, but he was getting there. His little heart looks normal. But that is the damage to the liver that blackhead does after it started to heal. His gallbladder's there. That doesn't look brilliant, but it's not too bad. But that liver isn't that bad. As I say, he was getting over blackhead. He was being cured by the cat's claw. There was no reason why he would have died from that, because he was cured. It would just been a case of his liver re-healing itself. Now these are the 2 pintards that have died. This was the one that died yesterday out of BH's lot, and this was the one that I brought in. No, out of the chickens lot. It was BH's, I think. It was one I put in there that was with the chicken that I got in yesterday, and it died a matter of 2 hours after I'd brought it in from looking depressed. And this was the one that was in BH's lot this morning that was looking depressed. Last night, just slightly depressed last night. Brought it in this morning, it was down. It seemed to be quite happy in the box, and 3 hours ago I looked at it and it was dead. Now they have all had this problem. That one's liver is pale, and I don't know why. That one's liver is normal, but they have all had these massive gallbladders. Go away, fly. Absolutely massive gallbladders. Every single one that's died in this way, within a matter of hours of looking depressed, have had the yellow liver underneath that touches the gallbladder. You can't really see that one because there. Yeah, I've cut this, I'm afraid, when I was cutting through. It's still attached, you can't see there, but it is a pale liver anyway. And these huge, massive, go away, huge, massive gallbladders. They've all had that. Very watery, loose, enlarged gallbladders, where the discoloration actually comes through. The green discoloration, you can see there on the skin there. And there, actually comes through to the outer side of the body, and you can see the green of the gallbladder on the outside of the skin, which is something that the turkey didn't have. So I honestly don't know what's killing these guineas. I really don't know what's killing them. But it's killing them very quickly, and it's not coccidiosis. Although that one's got a bit of white there on its bottom. They were both pooing perfectly normal. Dark, very dark green, brown, black poo with the white on it for the urine, but it certainly wasn't coccidiosis poo. So I honestly don't know what it is that's killing them. All I know is it's killing them, and I'm losing too many with something I don't know what it is. But this little turkey should never have died. He was doing well, so I'm absolutely sickened by it all. But there we are. Oh, here go these 2 females again. Jesus H. Oh, this bloody wind. Bloody hurricane. Mould sounds like a mile with a whatnot caught in the mangle. Or with his whatnot caught in the mangle. Oh no, I can't shut this goddamn gate. Right, that's enough! That is enough! Go away, play somewhere else. You've got a baby in there. No, go away! Isn't that an awful noise? I've got enough trouble, I don't need any more. One thing I didn't say about the two guineas that I just post-mortemed, that all the others that have died so quickly, again, with whatever it is that's killing them, they have all had this hemorrhaging under the skin, either side of their chests, but high up on their chests, very nearly under the armpit, the shoulder joint. If they had arms, it'd be virtually their armpits and slightly to the side, inwards towards their breastbones. They've all had that, either side, the same, both sides. Some have had profuse hemorrhaging under the skin, or within the skin, some not so bad. Go away, mould! But nevertheless, it's been very obvious that they've got hemorrhaging, almost as if they've been crushed. And I'll say these massive gallbladders, they're getting their adult noises, this lot. In fact, Mauld's lot are the only lot that I haven't lost any with this, whatever it is that's killing them. I mean, she's squashed a few, but they have been very, very healthy. But her, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's the third one in 2 weeks. The fourth one in 2 weeks. So one yesterday, one today. Then we had a week and a bit free, nothing, no problems. And then one week before last, yeah, end of the week before last, nearly last week, and one 2 days before that. So hemorrhaging under the skin, either side of the breastbone, very nearly under their shoulder joints, their wing joints, shoulder wing joints. Massive gallbladders that discolour the outside of the skin where their gallbladders are. Some have had very pale livers, some have had perfectly normal livers, but their livers have been dwarfed by their gallbladders. Normal sized livers, but they look small because of the size of their gallbladders. But puffy livers, not flat livers, puffy. You know, almost, I'll say the one that had a pale liver, I actually cut through that when I was very carefully getting the skin off on his chest, so that's how protruding that liver was. Very fragile when they're pale like that. You've left a baby in there, why don't you call it? Oh, for heaven's sake. You might have even left 2 babies in there. Yeah, I think you have left 2 babies in there. Oh, it's coming out through the window. Now you be careful how you jump down, or flutter down. Be careful. Carefy. Carefy does it. Don't want any more casualties, please. I think there's still another one in there. I can't see how many she's got out there. I can't count them all. Come on then, down you come. Careful. There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Has she got another one behind her there? Yeah, 11. Oh, she's got her 11. Now you're going to behave yourself. You can put your red away from your throat as well. You're not a male. You're a female, so, you know, act like it. Oh, Maudie Maud. Her babies are all very happy and healthy. So yeah, so it's an absolute mystery. And I'm still cut up to bits about my little turkey. I think we're going to be getting a storm tonight, I hope so. As you can see, everything is absolutely dead. Well, your mother's over there. As long as if you can't see her, she's big enough. Shut up, guineas. They know something's going to be happening because they're making a hell of a row. And they've been making a hell of a row for the last hour. So I've shut her in there because her babies were get the gate straight, dear, and you might be able to shut it. Thank you. Their babies were going hell west and crooked and didn't really know what they were doing or where they wanted to go, so I shut them in there just for their own protection and safety until they get used to the idea. It's not big enough for them to move around in, but at least they're outside in the air. So hopefully we won't lose any more. And if I do, then I think the next move will be taking the body to the vets and saying, right, what on earth is this? What's the matter with you? Are you going to get up? Oh, not another one, please. Oh no, he's running okay. Alright, okay, fair enough, you're just resting, alright. Sorry I disturbed you. Because I can do so much and see so much and recognise so much, but obviously I can't do the lab tests of staining and taking samples and looking at it under a microscope and seeing what's going on. I can't do that because I haven't got the sedatives. So, just by eye and experience of what's gone before. I say, all died the same way, all had the same internal physical appearance, all had the same symptoms, all died very, very quickly. So, unless it is just the weather. And they've all had full crops as well, full solid crops. But they haven't exactly been very fat. You know, they haven't been that well covered. They've all been a bit skinny, which makes me think they're not absorbing the protein. Even though a pale liver would suggest to me too much protein, but they're not getting any more protein than what they would normally have. No more different to what these are getting, and they're no problem. No problem with them. So it's all very peculiar. Full crops, skin and bone, get depressed, lay down, anything up to 12 hours and they're dead. Just dead, no matter what. Full solid crops, so they're obviously not. Oh god, that one can't get up there. Go up the ramp. Okay, that's a little broken hip or broken foot, whatever it was he had. Bless him. He's not growing either. But yeah. Oh, okay. Right. So it's something weird. Solid crops. Not digesting protein, not absorbing protein. Massive gallbladders, hemorrhaging under the skin. Dead within 12 hours. If anybody out there has had an experience like that themselves, knows what it is, and what on earth I can do about it, well, just tell me what it is if you know. That'll be a start. I would be very interested to hear if anybody else has had the same problem with guinea fowls, and if they know what it is. You got your water there with all your bits in it, so why drink that filthy stuff? You've flattened the wire on it, haven't you, so you can get in there now, honestly. I suppose that's Maud that's done that, standing on it, because that's her drinker, but obviously I wasn't going to have them doing that and drowning. Right, forever onwards.